Hello, this is Mako Ikeda. This time, I'll be introducing the top 10 Daiso items for the first half of 2024, chosen by a 100 yen shop enthusiast. If I go back about 6 months from the day of this recording and do a rough calculation, I've reviewed around 250 100 yen shop items so far. From all the items I've used, I'll be introducing the top 10 Daiso products that I thought were especially good. So honestly, it was really tough to choose this time. I was super indecisive. That's how many excellent items there were in the first half of this year. 3 months ago, I introduced products that I was glad I switched to from other stores to the 100 yen shop, so I won't be including those items this time. I'll put the Hall of Fame items in the description box, so please check those out as well. Now, let's get started with number 10. Let's get started with number 10. Okay, number 10 is this, the stainless steel folding steamer. This one is a 300 yen item. Right now, the main body is in its closed state. When you want to open it, just put your finger in the center and it will open up like flower petals. It has 3 legs, so you can pour water in without it touching the bottom, set it on top, place your vegetables on it, and steam them just like that. The great thing about this is that it opens up to fit the frying pan or pot you usually use. These petal-like parts can open freely like this, so when you put it in a pot and open it, it expands to the maximum size that fits. After use, you can lift it out by holding the ring in the center and remove it just like that. If it's a bit hot, you can also use chopsticks through here to lift it up. You can wash and reuse it, and usually you can fold it up compactly like this, so it doesn't take up much space when storing it, which is really nice. It's great that you can use this for just 300 yen, isn't it? Thank you for watching. Yes. Number 9 is this kitchen tool stand. This is also a 300 yen item. The main body is a really neat and simple slim type stand. Isn't this slim shape actually pretty rare? When you think of a kitchen tool stand, you probably imagine something round or big, but this one is slim, so it fits in a small space and can still hold a lot. It's great for people whose kitchen space is limited. Also, don't you find that dust tends to collect at the bottom of kitchen tool stands? For times like that, this one actually has a removable bottom. You can take the bottom off like this, so it's easy to clean. You might think that if you put a lot in here, it could tip over easily because of its shape. Since the main body is made of steel, it's actually more stable than you might expect. Also, if you like, you can attach magnets and hang things from it. And if you look closely, you'll see there are gaps on 3 sides. That's because there's an accessory for the edge of the kitchen tool stand, and you can combine it with the main body like this. Several of these items are available for purchase. You can hook and attach them wherever you like in these gaps, so you can put your main kitchen tools in the main space and use this part for things like cooking chopsticks or smaller, shorter items. You can also adjust the height to your preference, and the main body also has a removable bottom. You can use it by hooking it on like this. So when you want to clean around the kitchen, you can just pick this up and move it together, which makes cleaning easier. You can use it not only around the kitchen, but also under the stove or inside drawers. So if you've been looking for something that works in small spaces, definitely check this out. Just like this. I said it's a top 10, but I'm not just introducing 10 items. There are some series and other things, so I'll be showing you a lot more.
Thank you for watching.
Okay, in 8th place is this, an assembly rack, and guess what? You can get it for just 500 yen. Normally, assembly racks like these cost over 1000 yen, but buying it for 500 yen is amazing, considering even 1000 yen would be cheap. It comes assembled, but when purchased, it's more compact, making it easy to find and take home. Daiso also sells online, so their online shop is a good option if you're not in a hurry. This rack is 13 centimeters wide, so in the kitchen, it's perfect for filling gaps around the kitchen or in the bathroom. It has 2 mesh baskets and the top is flat, so you can also place things on it. There's a slight indentation, making it like a tray, so you can put small items there too. You can put small items there. There's also a handle in the front, so it's easy to pull out. Even if you have limited storage space, as long as you have about 13 centimeters of width, you can use this and increase your storage space. The size is wide enough to easily fit a 2-liter plastic bottle. In the kitchen, you can use it to store food supplies, and in the bathroom, you can keep detergent or skincare products. Just keep in mind that the weight limit is up to 5 kilograms, so please be careful about that. The main unit is extremely lightweight and easy to handle, making it highly convenient. As long as you put some items in it and don't push it from the side, it won't tip over, so you can use it without any problems. Personally, I also recommend it because the casters are white. Surprisingly, a lot of casters are black, so when you put them somewhere visible like the living room or kitchen, they tend to stand out. But I'm happy that this one is completely white. Also, if the height doesn't fit your needs, you can remove some parts and use it that way. You can leave off the top and use it as a 2-tier basket. Or you can remove the middle and just use the top as a tray. Yes, and since it's easy to take apart like this, if you decide not to use it, you can store it compactly again. If you've been struggling with gap storage, please try looking for it at Daiso. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Alright, next is this one.
And these are bread freezer storage bags. There are 2 in this pack. At the 100 yen shop, they also have rice storage bags like this, which were really convenient. But in the first half of this year, they came out with freezer bags specifically for bread, and these are super convenient too. Yes, inside there are illustrations of bread, and the design is very natural and really cute. There's also a space for an index, and thanks to this, the bag is easy to open, and this is what it looks like inside.
It has a sturdy gusset so you can fit a lot inside. The capacity is written right here. It's about enough for 4 or 5 slices of bread, for example. When you buy bread, you can put the portion you'll eat that day and the rest in here. By storing the bread inside this bag, you can prevent it from absorbing odors from the freezer. It also helps keep the bread from drying out and prevents freezer burn. Like I mentioned earlier, since it has a gusset, it stands upright in the freezer. Plus, you can wash and reuse it over and over again. As for me, I really love donk baguettes and I always put them in here. As you can see, it fits quite a lot. I always have them cut it for me at donk, but even then, everything I get fits inside. It's just the right size. I've been using it for quite a long time, so it's gotten a bit wrinkled, but it hasn't torn at all, and I can still use it just fine. If you just use the bag from when they cut the bread, you might worry about whether it's sealed properly, but with this, you can store it with peace of mind. Another great point is that when you're not using it, you can fold it up compactly like this so it doesn't take up much space. And since we're talking about donk, let me make a little announcement. I mentioned this briefly before, but actually, right now, I'm collaborating with Tokidoki Coffee to create a coffee that pairs well with donk spaghetti. So right now, it's like this. I've been designing the package illustration and related elements. We're still finalizing everything, so please stay tuned. I especially want coffee enthusiasts to try this blend, so I hope you're excited for it. Alright, next is number 6. This one comes with a case for the Handy Mop. Yes, this is a long mop, but it comes with a case, and when you pull here, the mop comes out just like this. In addition to this gray color, it's also available in purple. Since this is already a long mop, it's of course easy to use, but you can also bend the mop. Ready? Here we go. Just like this. So, you can use it for places like the top of the air conditioner or the top of the refrigerator. It's easy to clean high places. I was surprised by the amount of dust on top of the fridge when I cleaned it before. Since using this, cleaning high up, out-of-reach places has become much easier. Its length also allows cleaning hard-to-reach areas. After use, simply brush off the dust and return it to the case. If you extend it further, you can store it compactly like this. Having a mop with a cover like this is really convenient, isn't it? Also, the handle is really sturdy, so it's easy to grip. It's very well thought out. There's a non-slip part here, and this curve makes it fit perfectly in your hand. I think they really calculated everything, even where your thumb goes. There's a hole at the bottom, so you can hang it on a hook for storage. My hooks at home didn't really fit, so I attached a zip tie to make it easier to hang like this. If you have one of these at home, you'll use it frequently, so get one if you find it.
Thank you for watching.
Okay, number 5 is this motion and light sensor light. This one costs 300 yen. I bought the warm color, but they also sell it in white. The main body is a simple white light, and the back looks like this, with a hook for hanging. It has a hole, a magnet, and a plate attached together. There's also a hole for threading a strap. The plate originally came with an adhesive sticker, but if you stick it on as is, it might leave some residue when you remove it, so I recommend putting down some masking tape before attaching it to the wall. The switch is on the top, so if you turn it on, it lights up like this. This is a motion sensor, so the light turns on automatically when you pass by. It doesn't stay on all the time. It only turns on when the room is dark, so even if your hands are full, the light comes on automatically, which is really helpful. Also, if you put it in the hallway, it lights up quickly when you just want to pass through without turning on the main light, so it helps prevent you from forgetting to turn off the lights. The light remains on for about 20 seconds and will stay on continuously if it detects ongoing movement. Since it's rechargeable with a micro USB, you don't have to go out and buy batteries every time. The main unit is lightweight, so you can securely mount it on the wall. While I've introduced several items that cost more than 100 yen, you can typically find them at lower prices here than elsewhere, so I highly recommend giving them a try as well. Okay, in 4th place is this, the Melamine bottle cleaner. This set comes with 3 melamine sponges in large, medium, and small sizes, and also includes a stick to attach them to. It looks like this, and you insert the melamine sponge here, open it up, then you clamp it in this position. Lift the gray part. Yes, just like that, you can firmly secure the melamine sponge. This is compatible with bottles from 500 milliliters to 700 milliliters, and since you can wash with the sponge touching the bottom, it removes dirt and tea stains really well. Plus, you can hang it on a hook for storage, so you won't have trouble finding a place to keep it. My favorite feature about this is that you can replace the sponge. Most bottle brushes come with a fixed brush, but with this one, you can change out the sponge each time, so you don't have to keep buying new ones. After you've used the sponge for a while, you just lower this part and remove it like this, and you can use it as a regular melamine sponge for cleaning, so you can use it up completely. Also, I thought if it works with melamine sponges, maybe it would work with other types too, so I tried it out. You know those thin sponges you can find at the dollar store lately? You can set those up too. For compact sponges like these, just fold them in half and place them in the middle like this. So you clamp one here and another one here, then pull up the gray part. Yes, just like that, you can attach a regular sponge to the stick and wash thoroughly. Depending on the material, with a melamine sponge, there might be some things that could get scratched by a melamine sponge, but since you can also use a regular sponge, you can wash without worrying. If you use plastic bottles, I recommend switching to a regular sponge like the ones you usually have. You can change the sponge depending on your needs, so honestly, if you have just this one tool, you can handle all sorts of situations. So, it's highly versatile because you can replace the sponge, and you won't have trouble storing it. I really think this is perfect, and out of everything I've tried so far, this is my favorite. If you're not completely satisfied with your current bottle brush, I definitely recommend giving this one a try. Thank you for watching. Alright, moving on to third place. Here it is. These are the kneadable seasoning stalker and the kneadable seasoning bottle. Yes, here is the main body, and as you can see, it's a pure white design with a clear bottom, so it's easy to see how much is left. The biggest feature of this is, just like the name says, you can knead the container to loosen up the contents. Honestly, this is so revolutionary. It's super convenient, isn't it? Up until now, when sugar would get hard and stuck inside, it was hard to get it out. But with this, you can knead it beforehand and easily pour it out, so it gets rid of that little annoyance. You can knead and loosen it up. The seasoning stalker has a capacity of 320 milliliters, so it can hold quite a lot. Right now, there's a label on it, but if you do it like this, you can tell what's inside even from the top. There are actually two types of this seasoning stalker. Yes, like this. One side opens with a large mouth. So, if you want to measure out a tablespoon with a spoon, you can open it from this side and scoop it out easily. On the other side, there's a small spout. So if you just want to use a little, you can pour out a small amount from here. Having these two openings is really helpful. Depending on the dish, the way you use sugar changes, right? Before, you probably had to switch containers depending on that. But with this, you can quickly sprinkle or measure out the amount you need. So it's really convenient. And when you actually squeeze the container, it feels like this. You can grip it pretty firmly, so even if the contents get a bit clumpy, you can break them up easily. The seasoning bottle holds 130 milliliters. This one comes with 3 types of lids. First, there's this one with 5 small holes. There's also a small spout on the opposite side. And if you open it from the side, it opens up wide as well. So if you want to measure out the amount with a spoon, you can take it out from here. Having several types of lids like this is really helpful, and being able to squeeze and break up clumps inside means that even if the contents get stuck and won't come out when you shake it, or if it's hard to scoop with a spoon because it's clumped, you can loosen it up with this. All the lids can be removed for thorough cleaning, so you can use it with peace of mind from a hygiene standpoint. If you've ever been frustrated by the contents getting clumpy, or if you've wanted a container with multiple spouts, I really recommend you try this one. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.
Alright, next, here's number 2. These are freezer bag caps, one for larger ingredients and one for smaller ingredients. I just had them in the freezer until a moment ago, so they're a bit foggy, but this is what they look like. I highly recommend both of these, so I made them tied for second place. Let me start by introducing the one for larger ingredients. The shape looks like this. This is the lid part, and both sides are clips. So you attach them to the cut part of the bag, close the bag, and secure it with the clips on both sides. So with a bag like this, you can close it, and when you want to use it, you just open the lid on top, making it easy to take out the contents. I think clips like these have been available before as caps for bags of powdered ingredients, but the version for frozen foods came out in the first half of this year. This innovative design allows for easy pouring of contents from the wide opening bag. It's currently set for okra, but works well for larger ingredients like broccoli and meatballs too. A top label helps identify the contents at a glance. As for the smaller one, for smaller ingredients is like this. The clip part is the same shape, but the top is a sliding type. This is also really convenient. When you slide the top part, it opens like this, so you can adjust how much it opens depending on the size of the ingredient or how much you want to take out. Isn't this super convenient? Until now, I always ended up pouring out too many edamame beans. Controlling portion sizes was always difficult, but this tool made it much easier. I highly recommend it for anyone who frequently buys frozen foods like mixed vegetables, edamame, or other small ingredients. You can cut the bag diagonally to use it, or if it has a zipper, you can just cut off the whole part below the zipper and attach it. So it works either way. This is what it looks like. With this, the lid is already set, so you don't have to bother taking the lid or cap off every time. And after you finish the ingredients, you can use it again on other foods. So if you have just one of these, you can use it for a long time. I haven't been able to go buy another one yet, but I'm planning to buy it again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Okay, finally, number 1 is this. It's an attachable drawer. This is a super popular product, and when it first came out, it sold out right away because it's so convenient. They've been restocking it more frequently, making it easier to purchase. There are actually 2 sizes. The larger one is sold for 200 yen and the smaller one is 100 yen. The colors available are white and gray. This is the main unit, and it's so well made that you wouldn't believe it's just 100 yen. When you pull this out, it turns into a case like this, and since it has a lock, it won't accidentally fall out. There's adhesive tape on the top so you can stick it wherever you like, such as under your desk or on the back of a shelf. If you stick this on directly, it might leave marks like this when you peel it off. I don't recommend using adhesive directly, as it can leave residue on surfaces like desks. To protect the surface, I suggest first attaching a clear file, then using acrylic tape or similar. This way you can avoid damaging the surface while still securely attaching the item. Since there's still some space, as long as the thickness and width aren't an issue, you can also put tape here and use removable tape to secure it. This method of attaching a clear file has really gone viral, and it seems like a lot of people are already trying it out, so thank you very much. I actually have this attached behind my bathroom sink, and it's been a few months now, but it hasn't fallen off at all. It's stayed in place the whole time. This small size is useful for storing little items, so you can quickly grab what you need when you need it. Oh, which is really convenient. You can also hide things that might make your shelves or desk look cluttered by putting them behind like this. Since you can use dead space for storage, you can keep your desk or shelves neat and tidy. This small size is especially easy to use in various places, so I really recommend this mini size. If you want to store more, there's also a larger size available, so I think it's a good idea to check that out as well. One of the benefits of sandwiching a clear file like this is, when you use acrylic tape or something similar, you can apply it generously over the entire surface. So you could probably just stick it in any open space, but if you're concerned about how much weight it can hold, it's better to use more tape. That's why I use a clear file like this, and it's removable. If you use removable tape, it won't leave any marks on the back of your desk, and since it's protected by the clear file, there won't be any marks left on this side either after you remove it. So even if you want to move it to a different place, you can easily do so with this method. Normally, cases like this would cost several thousand yen, but at Daiso you can get them for just 100 or 200 yen, so this is really a great deal. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Alright, so that's it. I've shared my top 10 Daiso products for the first half of 2024. Each item was an excellent buy that I highly recommend. If anything piqued your interest, please check it out at the store, as I truly believe you'll appreciate these products. I'm considering a Syria edition, so stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. This was Mako Ikeda. Bye bye! Thank you for watching.